Hello, in this video I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can make 50k plus monthly by simply having a skill that you've seen success in. If you're watching this video, you're most likely an online coach that's looking to scale, or you haven't started any sort of info product or coaching business and you're looking to how you can actually monetize your skill. As you can see, this is one of our clients, so screenshots in 4 weeks generated 80k, net 77k, that's over 50k as well, right? So there's a lot to go through in terms of this presentation slash Miro board. As you can see, there's lots of details in terms of lead generation, in terms of client acquisition sort of process, in terms of AI systems, as well as booking the calls and closing the deals. If this is a system that you would like at the end of this video, feel free to book a call with myself or a member of my team using the button down below, and then we can get this structure built out for you and we can have an action plan call to go through all the details. But anyway, let's get straight into the video. Now, we have different type of examples in terms when we say skill. Say, for example, you use your skill to make money. For example, you have an online business. Say you do trading, you do e-commerce, you have some sort of online business, or you're more of a professional. You've done real estate, you've done Airbnb, maybe you've been a lawyer as well. As long as you have a skill that you've seen success in and has actually brought you success in some way, you can monetize it. I'm telling you now, don't worry about what type of skill it is. I've seen people monetize how to jump higher, which will appeal to people like that do basketball or sports or, lots of different things. So never think because your skill is unique is not needed. Even the uniqueness is probably why it will be more needed than you think, right? First, you want to start off by creating a social media page for your brand. So that's TikTok, Instagram, just to make sure that you can actually build that sort of social proof that they know you're a real person and you're consistent with your content as well. As you can see, I use Iman Ghazi as an example, 491k followers, 14.7 million likes, and then on Instagram, 2.2 million followers as well. So like I said, you want to make sure that you post as much as possible, high quality content that actually bring a lot of value, tailored to what you're coaching or tailored to what your skill is. I see a lot of online coaching branching out too much to lots of different sort of trends and stuff like this. It's great to get the views, but you also want to also try and relate to what you're selling as much as possible as well, which is where a lot of people go wrong. Now, you've created your social media page, you could get a few videos on there, it looks great. You want to start generating traffic. So there's two main ways of generating traffic. There is organic content, so that's where you make videos and you just post it on Reels or TikTok or wherever you're posting it. And from there, it then gets views organically, right? This is great for longevity, but it does take a while to get up and running. Like you have to post quite a few videos to start seeing 1k views, 10k views, 100k views, right? As well as your link in bio to your page as well. Then we have a second option, which is paid ads, which I recommend strongly, just so you can have a great quality of leads, consistency of leads as well, and constant flow. And it's focused on ROAS as well, which is the best option for this roadmap / breakdown. So paid ads is great, but you want to have both sides. So the organic content you make and your page being looking good, getting traction, high quality videos will also help the paid ads, because when they do their research on you, the organic content will then shine and actually put them in a better headspace and trust you more, because this game is all about trust. If someone doesn't trust your results, if someone doesn't trust that you actually done what you say you're doing, if someone doesn't trust you actually be there for them in terms of mentorship and coaching, then they will not buy. Always remember, guys, you need to make sure you build that trust as much as possible. Now, we then move on to the client acquisition. So now you've been able to successfully generate traffic, whether organic or paid ads. Most likely for consistent sort of leads, it's paid ads. Now you want to have a client acquisition sort of system where you actually put them through to like a funnel or some sort of free lead magnet. So in this example, I'm going to use like a free training. We also do create free communities as well. Like, it does take longer to convert, but the leads will have a safe space to be in, which you can always reach out to them and contact. When it comes to certain funnels, some funnels that I've seen that you just have a one page and people just click off and move on. No, we want to capture as much information as possible on each lead as possible, as much information as possible. So that's what we're all about. So number one, we have like a teaser. So you have like a teaser video enticing them to book in, get access to like a mini course or a free training, which will then move them to the next phase. This phase is used to collect information through unlocking mini course to be used in the nurturing phase. And the video gives an insight and a reason for them to sign up. You have to always give people a reason to sign up and to get started with you. Then all of the information will then be stored in a CRM platform of your choice. Most likely it will be Go High Level. That's what we currently use and is amazing. The CRM will also have all the funnels, the free lead magnets, the email automation, the SMS automation, the email marketing AI agents, the data tracking, the revenue tracking, the calendar bookings, everything in one. So you want to have a platform that you can have as much of the tools that you need as possible in one place to make your life so much easier. Now, they've already given their information. Most likely you send them an email as well with email automation. Now they move on to the next page, which is the actual mini course, the actual sort of training, the VSL video explaining what he does and how we got to where he is. As you can see by the title of the video as well, the exact strategy I used to go from a fat Fortnite kid to making over six figures per month with freelance brand scaling. He's trying to draw in that attention. He's actually trying to draw the ideal client in, because of course he's selling mainly to younger individuals. So that sort of headline, well, whoa, I used to play games before, stuff like that. So that will be the headspace, that they will be in, as well as watching the video, understanding his story, understanding what he's about as well. And what Bread Scales does well also, he also posts a lot on different platforms like Reels, stuff like that. So you'll constantly see his face. He also has like a hidden technique that I'll talk to you about towards the end of the training, let's say, about how he actually is able to reach as many people as he does as well. But like I said, we'll go through all of that later on. Now they've watched the video, they have a clear understanding. You also have testimonials underneath the video as well. People underestimate how important testimonials are. It gives you a social proof. It builds that trust with people as well. So there's different forms of social proof. There's image form testimonials, there's long form testimonials, and short form testimonials. When it comes to long form testimonials, it builds more trust. And I always say the more hours of content they consume, the frequency of appearance as well, in terms of how much they see you, equals a sale. So they need to consume a large majority of your content and see you a lot of times to always keep you in their head, whether that's by receiving emails, whether that's by seeing videos or reels, or you want them to always see you. So by the time they are ready, because they may not be ready when they see your video the first time, by the time they are ready, it's just about how they can get started, rather than why should I get started, right? Then you have short-term testimonials for people with short attention spans. Is to build trust. A lot of people may not want to watch the 30-minute long form videos, even though long form is amazing, but they may not have the time or want to, or the attention span to do that. So there's short form testimonials that go through details as well, right? Then we have the application page. So this application is only for freelance brand scalers, which is what he does, who has funds to invest into their learning. So it's basically saying, if you do not have the funds to move forward, do not book or call, or do not complete this application. And it also specifies again, do not apply if you don't have set aside funds for coaching. Very clear and simple. I mentioned this just to disqualify all the freeloaders and time wasters that are looking for free handouts, right? Once they've confirmed it and the form confirms their ideal prospect, of course, the best sort of funnel for that is, if they say that they can only afford something that's below the threshold, you should also have like some sort of downsell, whether it's like a low ticket community, $99 a month or $49 a month, or one sort of one-off product that can just keep them in the loop. Because like I said, your goal is to get them to buy. And even if they buy something small from you, they're more likely to buy again with the buyer's sort of rules, right? Then we actually move on to the next phase of a funnel as well. That's actually the video. So like, once people fill in the application, there's a video prepping them to the call on what to expect. Basically, what's going to happen next. Talk about what's going to expect, how the team's going to reach out, what to expect when you get on the call, etc. as well. Just breaking everything down step by step also. Then you also have breakdown on how quickly will they make their investment back. So like, is the FAQs, how much money do I need to get started? Does Brez actually do the business for himself? So these are the questions that a lot of people do ask on calls. These are like the questions that lead to doubts a lot of the time. So in the funnel, basically dispels any sort of questions they have in their head before the call, so they know exactly what they're getting into. So anyone that shows up on call, it's a qualified client. It's not about wasting time, or they're not just trying to play around and waste the team's time as well, which is very, very important. Now we have two different ways in terms of actually managing the clients, or when they come through, because not everyone's going to go through the application phase, right? So we want to be able to also catch the people that didn't book a call and actually get them in. So some people, they'll log on and they'll actually want the mini course, but they won't book a call, or they forget to book a call, or they don't have time at the moment to book a call. So then that's where you have two different avenues on where to go down in terms of either appointment setter / direct system, so that you have someone on your team or member of our team that'll reach out to them directly, have a conversation with them on the phone or via messages, and then get them to book from there and make sure they're qualified. So basically re-qualifying them again, right? Which is very, very key. So first, I'm going to discuss the direct system. So that's when the lead fills out the information. We have appointments that calls them, messages them, goes through information, what to expect, then books them on a call for one-on-one closer. And then once they're on a one-on-one closer with like a high ticket closer, or yourself closing the deals, depending on whether you have a team or not. Like I said, if you don't have a sales team, feel free to book a call with me down below, and we can get my team into your business and start closing deals for you on autopilot. Like I said, the whole point of this process is to make your life so much easier without you having to do a lot of the grunt work. And now, talking about grunt work, let's go into the AI side instead. So we have the direct system, that's people reaching out. We also have the AI system that's very, very effective. So there are different ways of first contact in terms of online coaching. You have a lot of people that will send you an email. They'll either send you a direct message or fill out a form, or maybe go onto your website and click links and fill in the information. The AI system that we've created actually fixes all of the problems, or all of the places that they can reach out to you, right? So allows them to actually get a response within 1 minute, 2 minutes. It's better that way. Trust me. You don't want to be responding to potential clients in 13 hours, because the way that they see you respond to them is the way they'll see you actually carrying out the service as well. So always remember that. Number one, so say for example, someone sends an email, we actually built out a bot that will actually have a full conversation with them as well, break everything down to them, what to expect, and get them to book a call. So the client sends an email asking a question or wanting to book an appointment, make a payment, or ask a question. Our custom AI agent would, which we trained on all your services and data and store data basically on what you've talked about, would then have a conversation. Then our AI agent will answer any questions and ask if they booked the appointment or not, or if their payment ready to move forward, or just basically finding out where they are in their client acquisition process as well, which then leads to a book call on the calendar. Then we have other ways. So say for example, someone might send you a DM on Facebook or Instagram. We have an agent that we built out that will actually have a conversation with them on Facebook or Instagram and get them to book onto your calendar or your team's calendar. So they send a direct message. Our AI DM agent will interact with potential leads that reach out or fill out Facebook ad forms, find out exactly what they're looking for, store the information in the CRM, and then book them into a call directly on your calendar, so you don't have to worry about the manual labor. In terms of this system, it has currently a 97% response rate. I believe it's like 85 right now. So it's very, very effective. And then it stores the information gathered in the CRM. The agent will then book them in, and then you go from there. Now you've booked a call on your calendar. Now you have book calls in your calendar or on the member of your team's calendar. As you can see, you want your calendars looking like this every single day. Like I said, to make your life easier so you can focus on the mentorship and focus on you actually providing the best sort of services, you can have a sales team like my own actually closing these deals. So this is what our sales team's calendars will look like to close deals for you. Right. So like I said, book a call if this is of interest to you. Then we have an AI agent that nurtures the leads by sending them reminders of the call, etc. Just making sure that they show up. Like I said, if you don't have a sales team, this is the best way for you to go down in terms of actually building a system like this. Like I said, we can get this built out for you from scratch. And then that then leads to you or a member of your team having a one-on-one call, to close the high ticket deals. And then of course you agree the terms, and then cash is collected, right? So there's two main ways of actually collecting cash. So we have the high ticket route and the low ticket community route as well. I recommend having both. So if someone doesn't have enough to pay like 5K, 4K up front, you then have the low ticket community, which also gives you a helping hand as well. So of course we have the high ticket route. So that's like 4.5K, 5K, those type of payment ranges. And then we have the low ticket community route, which is often underlooked. So that's when you have like 1.1K members monthly, they're paying 49 to 149 monthly payments. So you do the math there as well. Like I said, it's a full system. This is what we do every single day. So if you do need to watch the video back, please feel free to. But like I said, if you want this system built out for you, feel free to book a call with me using the button below. We'll go through all the details we need to as well and get you up and going as quickly as possible. Like I said, in this industry, it's all about speed and effectiveness. The quicker you're able to adapt and get things off the ground, the more you land more clients and the more money you'll make. Thank you very much for watching this training, and hopefully you have a great day. Feel free to reach out to me on DMs, email, whatever. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. And like I said, worst case, if we have a call, you can leave with value that you didn't have before, and actually a strategy on how to actually go about your coaching business and scaling up as quickly as possible. Thank you very much for watching this video, and we'll see you soon. Peace.